Oh, hi, Evan.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good. Found your way okay?
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, parking was a pain, but it was
Oh,
fine.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
It does.
I've made your coffee there.
Thank you.
White and one sugar, is that right?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, so just to introduce myself properly, so my name is Anna Clark and my date of birth is the 24th of the 10th, 1971. So I've been appointed as an internal investigator for the Australian Investigations Agency.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you probably know, I'm investigating an incident that occurred approximately 10 a.m. on the 25th of February 2025.
Yeah.
Okay, so the CEO has appointed me to investigate the matter before deciding on appropriate action.
For sure.
So I've contacted you yesterday, and you agreed to attend the office for the interview, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Brilliant, okay. So let's go through this. I just want to say, if at any time you have any questions or you want to take a break, any queries at all, please feel free to stop the interview and talk to me.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll just put you at ease as much as possible.
Yeah.
So the interview is being recorded today. Is that okay with you? Are you happy with that?
That's fine.
Brilliant. Okay, all right. So, as I stated before, I'm going to do some particulars here, so forgive me if I sound a bit official.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the record, would you mind stating your name, please?
My name is Evan Murdoch.
Great. What's your date of birth?
Is the 21st of the 12th, 67.
Great, okay. And what do you do for work, Evan?
I'm a qualified electrician.
Yep, brilliant, okay. And so how were you involved as an electrician here at our offices in Canberra?
Oh, we was asked to come in and do some work.
Yep. So where were you doing the work? Do you know what office it was or anything like that? Not really.
No.
Yep, okay. Yep, no worries. Okay, all right. So what was the date for that, so you were here doing that work?
On the 25th of Feb, 25.
Brilliant, okay. All right. So the objectives of this interview is just to obtain information from you about your knowledge of events. So we're adding that's your knowledge of events that we're after, not mine, yours. For sure. That occurred in the Accounts Office of the Australian Investigations Agency on the 25th of Feb. Okay, so I'm recording on a DVD here. Yep. You know my professional details. So I'll be asking you to provide your observations as they're really important to the investigation. Yep. Okay. Do you have any concerns that you want to raise at this point?
No.
No? Feeling okay?
Yep.
Good, okay. Do you have any special needs, like can you hear me clearly?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
No worries, okay. Yeah, brilliant. All right. So just to give you a little bit more information about how the interview will work. So your telling and descriptions are actually critical because I have no pre-formed idea of what has occurred. Yep. So initially, I would just like you to describe the events on that day as pertaining to the incident and the statement you have already made. And I want you to speak as freely and as long as you need.
For sure.
I'll just, sorry, Evan, I'll be with you in a second. Just initially, I'll just ask you to give your account, take your time, giving details even that you don't think perhaps are important. You just never know, they might actually add something to the investigation. Just anything you recall in description at all. And I'll only ask the clarifying questions, and there probably will be some when you finish speaking. So just include as much detail as possible, even if it's trivial. But again, if you want a break, please let me know.
For sure.
it's important to be honest, of course. I mean, that goes without saying, but I'm still going to say it, and try not to guess or to fill in any parts of the story that you're unclear about, or if I ask any questions.
Yep.
I will be note-taking, and there is the recording of the interview. That's perfectly normal. We would do that for all interviews, so please try not to let that distract you. So don't overlook things like how you felt, what you saw, what you heard, using all of your senses to describe what occurred. I mean, sometimes we probably have to, all those things are important to the telling of your story, and just take your time. So can you tell me everything you remember about what happened on the 25th of February 2025, from the moment you entered the accounts office to when you left the accounts office? Even the little things are important.
Okay. Well, obviously we were contracted in to do some work on the service in the lighting service in the accounts office.
Yeah.
I recall around 10 a.m. we were just finishing the installation of the electrical fire alarm system in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Of the accounts office. We've probably been up there about 20 odd minutes.
Okay.
And I was just climbing down from the manhole onto the ladder, which was probably around 6 meters from the doorway of the office.
Okay.
As we were about to take the ladder down, I saw a male person that I now know as Peter Branson counting coins.
Yeah.
While he was counting the coins, he received a phone call and left the office in a hurry through one of the internal side doors.
Okay. Yeah.
The side door was sort of off to the right, from where I was standing and working.
Yeah.
Within probably 5 to 10 seconds, a male person walked in to the office from the same door.
Yeah.
Walked around the back of the desk.
Yeah.
And picked up a clip-sealed packet of coins and put them in his right pocket.
Okay.
He then walked out of the room through the side door. He didn't look up or around the office. He certainly appeared to be comfortable in what he was doing.
Yeah.
And removed the money and left and didn't look towards us.
Okay.
A short while after, Peter Branson returned to the office, and I reported to him what I'd seen.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. So, all right. So, had you worked in this office before? Did you know the layout before?
No, not as such. No.
No. Okay. All right. So you said you didn't know Peter Branson's name. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just thinking you're in that ceiling for about 20 minutes and then you climb down. So what was the first thing you saw when you climbed down? Can you tell me about that?
Oh, it was just, I noticed the side door to the office. That was really what I noticed. And the fact that someone was in there counting money.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So now you're telling me about why he left the office. Can you walk me through that again? Why that? So Peter, who we now knows Peter Branson, can you just tell me a little bit more about? Did you say there was a phone call?
Yeah,
describe that.
I mean, obviously I wasn't listening, but the phone rang, and he took the call and then left. So I just assumed it was urgent and left what he was doing.
Yeah, right. Okay. So can you tell me about what he was doing? Can you describe that, and what was in the room on his desk?
Well, all I could see, he was doing some sort of accounting, or he had coins and he was going through it and
okay,
obviously counting them up.
Yeah, right. So he had coins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was he doing with the coins?
He had been putting them into a bag, so he must have been counting them and reconciling them in some way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. So getting a picture of this. So then he leaves the office. So where are the coins at that point?
On his desk.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So when he left, did he Did he close the door? What did he do as he left? Did he cover up the coins or close the door or anything like that?
No, I just assumed that he was comfortable that no one would come in and touch anything.
Yeah, okay. Yep. No.
You know, as an internal door, although it sort of came back closed, it didn't lock or anything, so yeah.
Okay, so what happened then? If you wouldn't mind just walking me through again with some more detail. So he left the office.
Yeah, and then, you know, within 10 seconds, another male person walked into the office from the same door.
Yeah, so can you describe this person that walked into the office for me?
I mean, I can remember what he looked like.
Yeah.
You know, but
Give me as much detail as you can from that memory.
he was reasonably tall.
Yeah.
He was wearing office clothes.
Yeah.
I would certainly recognise him if I saw him.
Okay, yeah. So when you say reasonably tall, like taller than yourself, or as tall as a doorway?
No, I would say, you know, the normal height of, maybe 5'11",
5'11",
5'12", yeah.
Knocking on the 6 foot sort of
Yeah,
thing?
just under 6 foot.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still doing stuff, so it was sort of to my side,
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. So could you see his clothing? Like, do you remember the colours, the type of clothing he was wearing?
Yeah, I mean, he was just wearing a shirt and trousers.
A shirt and trousers, yeah. Okay. Do you remember any of the colouring of those items?
I think it was a light blue shirt and dark blue pants.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. Thank you. All right. All right. So he comes into there. It's about 5 or 10 seconds later. So how did you feel? You weren't concerned at that point about this person seeming normal to you? Remembering you're not being...
That's right.
Yeah.
As far as I was concerned, he was meant to be there.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. So what did he do next?
Well, he just walked around the back and picked up the packet of coins in the plastic packet and left.
Yeah. So how big was this bag of coins? Like, was it the size of this?
It's just a proper coin bag, so
yeah.
I don't know how many fit in them, but it wasn't huge.
Yeah.
But certainly there was coins in there. Like I say, I wasn't really trying to take notice of it. I was doing my own stuff.
Yeah, of course, yeah. All right, okay. And so what happened next? So he picks up the coins.
Yeah, and he just left back through the same door, didn't even look around.
Right, okay.
So I just assumed it was normal.
Yeah. Okay, so he's left. Do you reckon he knew you were there, or?
No, I can't see why he wouldn't have, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He didn't look around towards me, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
He looked very calm and collective, put it that way.
Yeah. All right, so he walked out the door, and I guess, is that like the end of it? You don't see any more of him?
No, I didn't see any more of him, and then Peter returned a few minutes later, and I just let him know another guy had been in while he was away and removed the plastic bag just in case someone thought I'd been doing something.
Ah, okay, yeah, of course. I suppose that would have gone through your mind, wouldn't it?
But only afterwards.
Yeah. So was it a long time afterwards? Or?
No, a few minutes after.
A few minutes?
Yep.
Yeah. So did you look at your watch at all? Do you have any indication of time?
No, but I was still packing up, so I know it was quick.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right. Yeah. All right, that's great. That's really, really helpful. So I guess one of the questions I have is just, whether there was anything between you and the person who came and took the coins, whether your vision was clear. Do you reckon I could get you just to draw a picture of where you were standing in relation to the desk? So we know the desk is there, and we know the doorway is there. So I think you were out here with the ladder. And so I'm just trying to see, what was your line of sight? Where were you when...
Well, I would have been at the bottom of the ladder packing up tools and tidying up, so I had a clear view.
Right.
Yeah.
So was there anything in between?
No.
No. Yeah. So was the door slightly ajar, or was it all the way open?
No, it was all the way open, and then, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's great. All right. Yeah, did you want to, have you got anything else that you think you could tell me about this?
Not really. I mean, like I say, I was there doing other stuff. I only trying to explain what I saw.
Yeah. And so I understand that you've had a look at some images.
For sure. Yeah.
And were you able to identify the person that you saw?
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And do you recall what his name was?
Is it?
Yeah.
Terry?
Yeah.
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Sullivan, is it? Terry Sullivan?
Yep. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. So that was from the images.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, that's really helpful. Thank you for your time today. And I just want to say, if you do think of anything else that you want to, add to this later, feel free to get in touch and let me know. Yeah. And did you have any questions about the process?
No, I just didn't want our company being blamed for taking something.
Right. Yeah. I completely understand. Yeah. Really appreciate you coming in today and providing that. Yeah. And you're happy for me to add that to your statement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Recording today? Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So the time is now 12:40. We're going to conclude this interview.
Yep.
And I'm going to switch off the recording.
Okay.
And thanks very much again.
My pleasure.
Yeah. All right.